Fight fans, here we go. SparStar Promotions is proud to present the re-rounds of mixed martial arts in the lightweight division. This bout is sponsored in part by Combate Global. Once again, our referee in charge of this bout, George Gallegos. And now, introducing to you first on my left, fighting out of the blue corner, he is wearing yellow trunks trimmed in black. He is training out of OCRTC by way of Costa Mesa, California. He weighed in 150 pounds. His record, 3 wins, 4 losses, with 2 wins coming by way of stoppage. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Quest Truxton. His opponent across the cage on my right, fighting out of the red corner. He is wearing black trunks. He is training out of SoCal Fight Factory, Palmdale, California. He weighed in 150 pounds. He brings to the cage an undefeated record, 3 wins, no losses, with 2 wins coming by way of stoppage. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Antonio Showtime Ruelas. All right, fans, here we go. The re-rounds of mixed martial arts in the lightweight division.
So now this is the kind of equation we have here, John. We have Antonio, right now coming in on a 3-win streak versus Quest, who is looking to break a 3-losing streak. Skid that he's on, but has been an accomplished fighter, has been somebody who has given very, very solid highlights. Now you're noticing right here, right off the back, I think Quest is aware of Tony's ability. He has knockout power. He has been very good. I mean, there is a recent clip of him where he had a very devastating knockout in his last fight, John.
Yeah, and Quest fighting out of the OCRTC, it's just a bunch of monster wrestlers down there, and a lot of skill and talent. So I like this from Quest, and we'll see how that training environment has started to sculpt him as an MMA fighter, or the MMA fighter that he wants to evolve into. So,
and that's what I'm worried about here, Dan. Good
nice.
takedown. This does work for him.
Yeah, and he had double overs too, but he shut down the underhooks by closing his elbows in. And able to trip his opponent and take him to the ground. Now fighting out of the closed guard.
And this is one of those areas where, I read you the record to signify a point, which is this. It may seem like a 3-fight skid is a problem, but the problem is he's lost to people who are fighting in the co-main event. Like, this is a high amount of talent that he has fought in this cage, and they weren't lopsided losses. They were one of those, good fight series. So right now, I think he's utilizing the right game plan for somebody who has excellent striking, excellent boxing. And you saw him utilizing those kicks to kind of start that match, to keep the distance, to make sure that somebody with those kind of hands is not going to get anywhere near it, and already starting to signify maybe he's going to be looking for a potential choke here if he can get past this guard, John.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes in MMA, the goal is not even to get past the guard. Looking for a Darce. He's got it locked in, sits to a hip. This is very finishable. He's already got the leg trapped, looking to step over. If he can go over into mount, this is a great way to finish too. But you can see his opponent trying to keep him away. But his opponent is still choking this whole time, so this absolutely could be finishable. 50 seconds left, plenty of time to finish this. It looks like Quest is making it deeper and deeper, and this is a terrible position for his opponent to be in. Looking to, if he can get chest to the ground, this is better for his opponent. He also wants to pull that arm back towards his own hip as much as possible to alleviate. The more you extend that arm up towards your head, the worse the choke can be on you. And you can see he's really in a bad choke and has to tap. Beautiful technique from Quest Truxton. Really nicely done, and this guy is improving all the time.
And you know what? This was the right strategy. 100%. Don't leave it to somebody that has that strong of a striking ability, that X factor or that X boxing that you can put in there. You want to put them to sleep. You want to utilize a strong amount of jiu-jitsu. And, we were talking a little bit before about passing the guard. Turns out, John, Foolish me, I forgot what it's like to not have stubby arms. If you have the arm reach and the wingspan, sometimes you don't even need a pass guard. You shoot that in, you use what you were given, which are these long arms that Quest has. You use that as an ability to set it up, and then you have all the time in the world. I think the most beautiful thing here exhibited by Quest was his ability to make the readjustment. The arms get burned very, very easily. And now we're going to take a look at it right here. John, walk us through this, please.
Yeah, Quest has already got the Darce locked in, and this is just the finish. There's the tap from his opponent, and man, and you can see how elated Quest is, but look how deep it is. This is not like a fingertips barely able to hold on to your biceps Darce. This is like a deep, deep Darce, and he spent that extra time to lock it back up, and it's just great adjustments, and having that confidence to stay with it,
and
too.
Of course, we get the benefit of seeing that clip without the readjustment. But if you look, that dude had what they would call in basketball airtime. The amount that he was able to hold on to that choke. He was there for at least a good 25 seconds. Most people, when their arms burn out, they freak out, they lose the position, maybe they get a little bit unnerved. Quest stayed on it, made sure he didn't lose the position, and then very calmly readjust the arms and was able to get the finish. And it looks like we're going to make the announcement, and I believe we'll hear from him shortly after that, John.
Yeah, being able to apply that submission in particular and do it in a way, the way you should do it is a way that won't burn out your arms, right?
Yeah.
But if your technique's even just a slight bit off, that is very difficult to do, and it be exhausting, and you'll have no arm strength.
Oh my God,
which is terrible in MMA where you have to punch, right?
Yes. Don't recommend
Ladies and
it.
gentlemen, at 1 minute 36 seconds of round number 1, referee in charge, George Gallegos, stops the contest from a tap out due to a Darce choke submission. Our winner in the blue corner, Quest Truxton.
That's right, fight fans. Quest! How you doing, brother?
Doing great, brother. Doing great.
Now, let's walk us through that replay. We're going to show that replay one more time. So let's check out the screen over here. We'll check out that replay real quick.
Yeah, shout out to my two coaches who are not here, Nick Boley and Jesse Doyle. I work a lot of Darces, so I had to finish that one. There was a lot of intricacies, so he made me work for it. I'm super stoked I got the finish by any means.
Now, what's next for you, brother?
Just about anything, but when Christian DeGuerro takes out Aleno, I'd like to run it back with him for the SparStar title that he's going to have. Maybe a Combate contract and maybe a 10K signing bonus. What do you think?
What do you think, folks? You want to make that happen? Let's make some noise. Once again, let's make some noise for Quest Truxton!